I would say that this is the most demanding physically and mentally sports on the planet. It's probably the oldest sport on the planet. Before humans probably had language, they were fighting each other.
And Tamara's landed first.
But it's part of human nature, whether you like it or not.
我进步的可能很慢，但是我会比他们走得更远。
只要你努力，都可以成为冠军，成为最好的自己。
The future of MMA in China is limitless. It can be whatever it wants to be. Obviously, it's well documented that martial arts was born in China and it was exported to the West. But there is a huge difference. China is waking up to that now, that Kung Fu is no longer the most effective form of combat. It is mixed martial arts. Dana White refers to Bruce Lee as the grandfather of MMA. It was Bruce who was the one who was mixing styles.
Be formless, shapeless, be water, my friend.
The love for Kung Fu and the art form of cinema led to the rise in popularity of MMA here. My name is Nick Atkin. I am a writer, reporter for the South China Morning Post in Hong Kong, and I primarily cover mixed martial arts in China and all of Asia. Testing, 1, 2, 3, test, test. That's been a huge shift in the last 30 years. 2019, the first Chinese champion in UFC, Zhang Weili, took the strawweight belt in Shenzhen, and Chinese MMA really exploded onto the scene.
My name is Zhang Weili. I'm from China. Remember me.
我是张伟丽。我是一名 MMA 的运动员，是第一个黄种人拿到 UFC 的冠军。从小的时候练习传统武术，到了小学毕业以后开始练习散打的。最早的时候，因为我那时候没有看到女生，然后就只是看到男生打比赛，就感觉非常猛。以前的时候就觉得 UFC 的冠军就离我们特别遥远。自从我拿了冠军以后，就大家就是更有信心了。冠军离大家都很近。
Zhang Weili's success is kind of unfathomable to me, given the way attitudes in China are towards MMA, but also to female MMA fighters. I think Zhang Weili definitely bucked the trend and now has inspired Chinese female fighters who say Zhang Weili is the reason we do this.
今天看到伟丽的比赛，我已经迫不及待的想参加 UFC 了。希望有一天能和伟丽一样打下这样的高水平赛事。
曾经是中医，可以帮病人通经活络，他是铁笼当中的13妹，欢迎11。
可能他们看不出来我是练拳的。
抓住了，耶！
好了，直接上到地面，上！
我的战术大部分是上前抓住对手，然后把他放倒在地面。
My name is Richie Walsh. I am 32 years old from Sydney, Australia, and I am one of the MMA coaches here at the Shanghai Performance Institute. Now, Shiming was at the second combine, so the previous combine to the one we selected her, and we didn't select her It was a general consensus that she was a little bit small. Since the second combine, she went on to win, I believe, 4 or 5 fights, and she kind of got our attention, you know. So she was like, "You can't ignore me."
除了在这儿训练的内容，会把视频录下来发给我自己的教练，因为他是一个外国教练，然后他会帮我分析，我哪些地方出错了，所以我犯了一个错误。
You have the figure 4 here, okay? Your body is way too low, and you're trying to force her grip down. Do the half hatch lock again and then finish her. Oh man, just too many mistakes.
对 ，too many mistakes， 我同意。大部分的选手，他们追求的是力量体能，在短时间内把自己提高到一定的水平，而我是用学习技术来提高自己，所以我进步的可能很慢，可能需要3年、5年、10年，但是我觉得，我会比他们走得更远。其实我妈妈还不知道我正在打综合格斗，她一直以为我参加的是跆拳道的比赛。我是中医药大学毕业的，所以我妈妈的建议是让我一直不要停下来学习，然后拿到职业医师资格证，退役之后还可以继续比如说进行运动康复的一些工作，也可以继续我的热爱。
Perhaps Chinese society wasn't ready to embrace female MMA fighters. You don't want to really send your children to go get punched in the head. So that's the problem MMA faces, the stigma that it's just something brutal, something violent.
这边右腿的膝盖，内副韧带撕裂。毕竟综合格斗是一个竞技性的项目。我的伤势其实算是轻的，韧带只是撕裂，并没有完全的断裂。之前其实我已经确定了一个比赛，突然受伤了以后，比赛也取消了，一直做康复训练到现在。
Let's go, son. All right, old man, I got you.
My name is Ruben Payan Jr., head strength and conditioning coach for Zhang Weili and other UFC China fighters. I'm originally from Buckeye, Arizona. I was in the Marine Corps from 1995 to 1999. It was in 2005 I decided that I was going to go and spend time in China. A lot of people around me had opinions, but I was just very open, and I wanted to do something that kind of outside of the norm. Before you pass judgment on anybody, go live there for a little while, and then voice your opinion. But don't voice your opinion without the experience. I think a lot of people just, they watch too much news and, you know, the stuff that just kind of brings people apart. But underneath that, I think people are pretty much the same. Being in China, I could see so many things in fitness that had not happened yet. 2012, Weili came to us. You know, initially she was training with the other male fighters. When the guys would actually be tired, she's like, "Give me more, coach, give me more, coach." So she had that special, that it factor.
The baby, the baby, the baby, the baby.
Winning the first UFC belt for a China athlete, oh my God, it's like a coach's dream. Now we just got to go get our belt back. Go, 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 go.
我是11月6号在纽约麦迪信用花园打比赛，对手是 Rose， 我们俩打二番战。然后因为上次我输了嘛。
That's legit. That kick, that short kick was nasty. She's upset, but she doesn't want to believe it. But it happened.
我之前不会觉得输是好事儿，但是我上次输了以后，我就总结了非常多的经验。我觉得我们从失败当中学到非常非常多东西，所以我觉得有的时候失利也是一个好的事情，让我重新整理自己。
我就觉得每天做好自己，一天比一天好，每一天有一点点进步，我觉得就挺好的，就挺开心的。
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Push up, 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 up. Good.
康复训练其实，也很痛苦，因为膝盖很疼。然后，但是还是要坚持走路，然后训练。这一次的受伤也可以让我有时间提高自己的身体素质。经过好的康复训练之后，会比原来更强壮。
2, 1, go! Push, push,
As
push,
part of
push,
Ximing's
push,
return
push,
to play
push,
process,
push,
we want to
push,
gauge her physical qualities to see if they've returned to where they were before injuries.
Okay, Dala. Done. Okay, good job.
She's looking much better. So in terms of her overall power that she can produce, she's at a good level.
There's a big difference between someone who's having knee pain walking up and down stairs and someone who's got knee pain and needs to go back to fight. It's a very difficult thing they're going to do. So you've got to push them harder and get them back as quick as possible, but you've got to also make sure that they're very robust and they don't hurt themselves when they go back in there.
That one. So 2.83, because that's a combination of both. You're way quicker.
恢复得很慢，但是慢慢的越来越好。感觉，如果我也能进来比赛就好。
I think Chinese fans love success in sport because it really connects to, national pride. And there's no more pride than throwing someone down onto the canvas and punching them and getting your hand raised in victory. It's literally war, isn't it? And I think that is why Zhang Weili was able to connect so quickly with her country, with the Chinese people.
Every time they go in the ring, like death is right there. These guys are trying to kill each other. You know what I mean? Like it's a different kind of game.
我对我的团队非常非常自信，从心态上到战术上，在技术上，所有的东西都收获了非常非常多。
Winning an amazing China, Zhang Weili. Very accurate. Zhang Weili has landed several strong low kicks on the left leg of Rose.
When you saw the improvement she made in just 8 weeks, she not only went back to what made her good, but she also showed the improvement she's made. She looked a completely different fighter. The ground game looked so much better. The takedowns looked so much better. You know, before I think she was mostly a stand-up fighter, but her wrestling just improved leaps and bounds. I'm kind of scared to see how good she's actually going to get.
Fifth and final round. They are on their feet at Madison Square Garden. These 5 minutes will determine who walks out of this famed arena as the undisputed UFC strawweight champion. Dean Thomas.
Let's go, Rose. Let's go.
Big takedown for Thug Rose, a minute into round 5.
Huge, absolutely huge.
That is a massive takedown by Rose Namajunas.
her second on as many attempts in the fight.
Gigantic moment. Moving from half guard.
And if you followed the pace of the fight, the flow of the fight, you know that when they've been here, Zhang Weili has not been able to get back up.
First fight, 25 minutes for the rematch as Rose Namajunas and Zhang Weili go the distance.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. For the winner by split decision, and still!
I think in every sport, when you're winning, everyone's with you. When you're losing, no one wants to know your name. You know, Zhang Weili experienced that. She was putting that pressure on herself to carry the hopes of China on her shoulders. But I think she's able to tune out that negative side of it, the trolls, the abusers.
我真的已经拿出自己的力量了，因为我上次我倒下了，然后我特别想这次通过自己的努力站起来，然后想让大家知道，当人遇到困难的时候，我们去真正的面对它，然后去让自己重新振作起来。
他的精神非常的鼓励我。虽然中国力量在前几场比赛都输了，但是其实中国的综合格斗水平已经在非常快的速度发展了。
这个运动在中国发展的比较晚，而且中国有那么多人，没有一个人说他是一个运动员或他是一个什么行业的人就可以代表中国的。对，运动无国界嘛，但运动员有国家嘛，就是这样。
It's been a rough year for the Chinese fighters in UFC. You can't sugarcoat it. Are there other young fighters who are going to come step up and become champions? Will the Chinese fans support the ones who aren't winning? Those are the questions I'm interested to see. Yeah, there's pressure, but dealing with pressure is what a fighter does. And I think she's setting a good example for a lot of the other Chinese fighters who are now following in her footsteps.
我觉得一直要保持一颗谦虚的心，这样的话，你才能接收到更多的技术也好啊，知识也好，能量也好啊。只要你努力，都可以成为冠军，成为最好的自己。
I think if we have Chinese athletes make it, and we have another Zhang Weili, we have a male champion, this is going to catapult the sport. It's going to become huge here.